Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology Today. My name is Mel Rose, and I'm here to share your daily aspects. Today on the moon side of the page, we just have a couple of things going on, but it's like the whole thing, right? So moon goes square to Mars, and that's its final aspect in the sign of Aquarius. So then you have a void of course moon. And then after 7 hours void of course, the moon goes into Pisces. So Mars rules Aries, which is the sign after Pisces. And so that moon square Mars is a little bit like, we feel this initiative, we feel this sense of wanting to get something started, but we also have a challenge around it where we can seem a little impatient or ahead of the game or, perhaps a little too assertive about getting that start done. And so we want to sort of check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. Okay, a little self-control challenge, but that's okay. We have that 7 hours void of course where we can reflect and meditate and think and have those conversations with ourselves about how we do what we do and why. And then moon goes into Pisces. Pisces is the end of the lunar cycle. It is a time to relax and reflect and enjoy a little bit of downtime before 2.5 days from now when the moon goes back into Aries and we can really make that fresh start. So slow your roll, friends. All right, let's get into these aspects. Today is Friday, August 12, 2022. As we enter the final third of the sun's transit in the land of Leo, our shine and the sun's light begin to soften a little. We can begin to reflect on the power and the glory we have expressed in the world and take pride in our achievements. Venus is also in Leo as of yesterday. We are demonstrative in love and with money. Mind your material wealth, friends. Don't burn it all up in one place. Moon is in Aquarius, making ingress to Pisces this afternoon. The waning gibbous is also a time for reflection. As we tie up the celebration of what we have done so far, we take a few days here to assess the current situation and ask ourselves what we can begin to edit out of our lives. Fixed fire and mutable water. The image that comes to mind is that of water boiling in a pot. Let's be sensible about how we handle this feeling state. We start on the moon side of the page today. This is where we explore the inner life, how it feels to be us, and who we are and how we show up at home and among the people we care for. At 6:07 this morning, Central Standard Time, friends, a void of course moon goes square to Mars. Aries, Cancer, and Scorpio, these are your vibes. Our drive to get at the thing we desire can come across as impatient or demanding. It's a little bit of a self-control challenge, and it is followed by a void of course that is 7 hours long today, during which we can reflect, meditate, create, and otherwise have those important talks with ourselves and with spirit. In fact, you may recall that yesterday I suggested putting off spells and ritual for release or decrease until today. This time between 6 a.m. and about 2 p.m. today would be great for that. Then at 1:44 this afternoon, moon makes ingress to Pisces. Moon in Pisces again emphasizes this is a day for reflection, to relax, to give ourselves some idle time to play and let go. In 2.5 days, the moon will shift again into Aries and will be full speed ahead once more. There are a few things happening in the ongoing column today. A few things is a little bit of an understatement. So I'll put this card up here that shows our current retrogrades. This is the list for now, and it's going to get longer before any of these planets go direct again. In short, the retrograde motion symbolizes a turning within or a turning of our planetary influences back on ourselves, so that again we can reflect on, say, the transformative energies of Pluto or the steady materialistic vibe of Saturn, and how we engage with those energies in our hearts, minds, and spirit. Overall, it represents a period of personal growth, and with so many retrograde together at this time, personal transformation is practically unavoidable, which is okay, because we reflect on these things, we are empowered to embrace the changes as they come with hope and optimism. In addition to these retrograde planets, these retrograde forces for personal change, we have some ongoing aspects to talk about. Venus is trine to Neptune and sextile to Mars. Both of these are through the 13th, so just tomorrow. So Aries, Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, Pisces, all of you are included in this. Everybody is really included in all of the aspects, but if you have a ruling planet involved in an aspect, it might actually have something more germane to say about what's going on in your life. So we have the clarity of purpose at this time to dream up beautiful things for ourselves and the generative power to create something elegant and new with our collaborations and any other connections we might make. And then Mars is sextile to Neptune, which will be with us through August 21st. This really is just a beautiful sensual vibe that rounds out this Venus, Mars, and Neptune action that's going on here. We feel bold yet loving, and we want to connect. Just remember that Mars is square to Saturn also. This is through August 18. Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Aquarius, reminding us not to try to force things we're dedicated to achieving. If you find yourself trying to push through a full stop, it's time to take a break and reconfigure your approach. This aspect is really asking us not to try too hard at this time, okay? No square pegs in round holes. Also, Venus is opposite to Pluto here through the 15th. Taurus, Libra, and Scorpio. If you find yourself feeling jealous, it would be helpful to notice what that is telling you about what you wish you had, and then maybe remember to cultivate a feeling of happiness for other people when they get to have nice things. North Node is conjunct through Uranus. North Node is conjunct to Uranus through August 15 here, and that's Taurus and Aquarius vibes. Speaking of having nice things, we've been dealing with uncertainty around gathering the resources we want for a couple of years, but this North Node conjunct really amplifies the situation. It helps to remain grounded in gratitude for what we have and in the knowledge that there is enough for everyone. It helps to be flexible also about the how when we're seeking to get our needs and desires met. Sun is square. Did I write trine and put square? I wonder which one it is, friends. No, Sun is square to Uranus. Yes, my mistake. So Sun is square to Uranus as well here. And to the really entire North Node Uranus conjunct, because the conjunct says they're occupying the same place in the sky from our perspective. So there is an impending sense of something, we know not what, possibly entirely unpredictable with Uranus involved. It can be a nervous or an excited feeling. I wonder what is going to come of all this anticipation. Sun is also trine to Chiron here through August 17. Chiron is retrograde. That's an Aries and Leo vibe. We have a new way of walking our walk now, and it shows. We found out that it's much more work and trouble to cover up our lights than to let them shine. We don't have to fake anything right now. We can just be our beautiful selves, and that is a blessing, my friends. Coming up this Sunday, Sun goes opposite to Saturn, and that may have us wanting a little break from our routines, our duties, and responsibilities. Also on Sunday, Mercury goes quincunx to Chiron, bringing in some stress. Mars, trine to Pluto, helps us get active and focused. And also Saturn reaches its perihelion, reminding us why community and structure are king. Next week, Tuesday, Mercury trine Uranus will bring some enlightening interactions. On Wednesday, Sun quincunx Neptune will bring us an opportunity to pivot or perhaps a real turning point in our lives. Thursday, Venus goes trine to Jupiter, bringing the blessing of gifts that grow us. And we come back around to questionable judgment with Mercury quincunx Saturn that day as well. And on Thursday next week, the third quarter moon in Taurus will grace us with an opportunity to let all that old shit go for good. And that's it for today's astrology, friends. Thanks for tuning in. Please like my video, subscribe to the channel, click the notifications bell. I post here every day and I wouldn't want you to miss a thing. For a longer, less formal version of this read that includes further insight from Tarot, please check out my other channel, Astrology Today and Tarot with Mel Rose. The link is in the description. I appreciate you all so much for tuning in. My love and gratitude go out to each and every one of you. And I'll see you all back here tomorrow for more Astrology Today.